Hey everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Charlotte and I use my channel to go over some of the things that I'm doing as I'm aging to help with my health and longevity. And some of my videos are about hormone replacement therapy. And this video is a little late, but I'm going to be doing a 4-week update on Oestra. So a little over 4 weeks ago, I started a new hormone replacement therapy regimen by Inner Balance after watching a lot of videos by the CEO, the person who developed Oestra. Her name is Dr. Sarah Dockerat, and she goes over how little the current hormone replacement therapy regimen has changed over, the last, 40 years or so. And what she's doing is created a product that provides more than a microdose of the different hormones that we need as we are, in perimenopause or in menopause. I didn't record because I'm kind of getting over a cold right now, so you'll have to excuse any sort of like loss of voice that I may get as I'm doing this video. It's because I've had some crazy virus, and that is why I didn't do the video sooner. So I did get a question from someone asking about customer service, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about my customer service experience. So at the time that I got the question, I hadn't really reached out to customer service because I didn't have any questions. But after about 3.5 weeks of using it, I was noticing some things that were not super pleasant, and I reached out to them, just kind of like letting them know that, I was having like dryness and stuff, and they asked me, some questions. I did tell them that I was still using my oral progesterone because it does help me with sleep, and they told me to stop all other hormone replacement therapy to just give this a, good solid try. So I did quit taking the 200 milligrams of oral progesterone, and I thought I was going to have a difficult time sleeping, but actually once I stopped taking it, I slept really well again, kind of like I did when I first started using Oestra. So Oestra is a little bit different because instead of using 4 different products, you're using one product, and it's not a patch or a pill. It is a cream that you use vaginally, and it has, it has 3 milligrams of estradiol in my formulation, and 200 milligrams of progesterone in a pump, and you use 1 pump a day. I did get a lot of really good information on a call that Dr. Sarah Dockerat does weekly. So she does a weekly online, live, where she takes any questions that you might have and she answers them. And there's also supposed to be a chat feature that I didn't seem to have, but other people were able to ask questions during the call. But during that call, she did answer some of the questions that I had because, I was wondering about the dosing of the product, because sometimes it felt like the dose was a little small. And during calls, she said, we should kind of store it upside down because of the way that the applicator is. It'll come out in a more consistent amount. She also talked about stopping the cream once a month for a couple of days just to shed, your uterine lining, which I just didn't really realize. And I just recently did that. So basically she said anytime that you have your cycle while you're taking Oestra, you should actually be stopping using it and just allow your body to shed your uterine lining, which is healthy. And so again, I did do that. I quit using it on the 18th of November, and I will start using it again tonight. It's the 21st to just kind of start it up again. But she says, to stop using it for a few days every month to have a cycle. And if you don't want a cycle, she said that's fine. You don't have to have a cycle every month, but you should at least stop using it every couple of months so that you can shed your uterine lining, which is, again, healthy. She talked about some of the different side effects that you could have, that some of them I was aware of just from the pamphlet that comes with the Oestra. But I had been having some constipation. I didn't realize that the bloating and constipation could actually be caused by the Oestra. While your body is, healing everything, she highly recommends not changing any of the dosing until you've used it for the full 3 months, because she wants to heal, everything, like your hormone levels and your uterus and all those things. So of course there are, side effects to be expected during the first 3 months that you're using it. And there are actually different formulations based upon whether or not you're in perimenopause and menopause, I believe, from what I understand from the call. So all in all, I'd have to say that I'm still very glad that I'm using it. I'm not having to use 4 different products because previously I was using a estradiol patch, oral micronized progesterone, a low dose testosterone, and vaginal cream. So there were 4 different products that I'm now replacing with 1. So it's just a lot easier and it's consistent. I'm not having to change it different times during the week and stuff like that. So it's been convenient. That's good. My sleep has been, for the most part, really good. So going on this last day of not using it, I'll have to say I can tell I'm not using it because I am not sleeping well. Last night I had a really difficult time sleeping. I'm also having a histamine response right now, which I feel like could be related to the drop in my hormones. So I'm looking forward to using it again because I feel like it's going to really help with getting some much needed rest. But overall, I'd have to say that I appreciate the experience so far. I'm looking forward to healing everything. I will say that since I've been using it, I've had much less of the UTI symptoms that I've had in the past, like urgency and frequency. I mean, my bladder feels normal. Like it feels like it did when I was in my 30s. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having to use the bathroom all the time. It is just wonderful. That's a huge plus for me. And yeah, that is my 4th week update, 4.5 week update or whatever. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you guys have a good day.